HyperMining, is that a real legitimate mining facility set up by the Hyperfund affiliates? Or is it just another load of bunk? So is it like legitimate hypermining or is it hyperbunk? All of that coming up in just a moment. Stay tuned. Hi, this is Rory Singh. Welcome to the channel. Please find that big red button, subscribe, and also click on this bell notification icon. That way you won't miss out on any important updates. On this channel, what I do are reviews as per request by my viewers. Sometimes I find some good opportunities, but more often than not, I found some brutal, nasty scams that have stolen collectively billions of dollars from unsuspecting victims. Make sure that doesn't happen to you. Something always may sound good on paper, but whenever you actually experience things, it could turn out differently. And you don't want to borrow money from your credit cards or your mortgage equity and then have to, take a loss and end up paying back for 5 to 10 years, just trying to keep your credit rating in good standing. Okay, so make sure you don't miss out on this important information, and also click on that bell notification icon. If you're tired of exit scam and looking for something legit, make sure to check out my #1 recommended platform to earn a long-term sustainable income online, lucrative and legitimate. First link underneath this video in the description box. Also, if you're looking for traffic, most of you guys are promoting stuff, and without traffic, guys, your business and earning potential is dead in the water. Get access to highly converting traffic that's affordable. Second link underneath this video in the description box below. Hyperfund, HyperMining. Now on the website here, they've got a whole bunch of different things here. Hyperfund, strongest rocket in the blockchain finance, defies centralized finance. What is Hyperfund? Platform token. Now, on the outside looking in, for inexperienced people, it may look like, wow, a legitimate investment company. We could, fire our bosses and keep them fired for the long term. But then they have an affiliate marketing compensation plan. There's absolutely nothing wrong with affiliate marketing, but there is something wrong if what you are promoting is not really what it seems to be. Okay. Now, whenever I see an investment company and then all of a sudden they have a comp plan, to me, I'm thinking a legitimate investment company shouldn't need any type of network marketing comp plan to keep their business afloat. So usually, rule #1 in this business, I know you're going to see a lot of, big words like ecosystem and hyper and multiple and decentralized and blockchain. But it all comes down to a group of people going out there, network marketers, etc., going out telling a larger group that, hey, you could get in, you don't have to refer a single soul, and you can make a long-term sustainable income, and all you got to do is join through my referral link. Okay, and then bada bing, bada boom, you can earn referral commissions. Okay, but the problem with this idea is that it's not really low-hanging fruit. With network marketing in general, a lot of network marketers had issues trying to sell their lotions, potions, and pills, getting family and friends into the deal, etc. And they found that by telling their family and friends nowadays, especially during global pandemic, because the masses are open to the idea of investing and they're open to the idea of crypto and even Forex. Okay, so for a lot of network marketers, it seems to be low-hanging fruit, but there is truly no shortcut to anyone's success. Entrepreneurs will find a legitimate company platform or system, learn traffic, and keep sending traffic to their links for the long term. Eventually, you build credibility, and after a while, you could pretty well market anything as long as it's legit and set up for the long term and keep making money for yourself. But with these type of deals, it's like people looking for low-hanging fruit that doesn't exist, thinking that there's a shortcut for their success, meaning the network marketers pushing these schemes. Okay, now let's look into the mining facilities themselves. What this looks like is, I've seen it many times over, people taking their name and photoshopping it onto the side of rigs and machinery, okay? To me, I don't know. It's not hard to take your name and Photoshop it onto edit, using some editing software and putting your name on mining rigs, okay? So right there, anyone can look at this picture and tell that it's not real. But lo and behold, we're going to find most likely affiliates and network marketers claiming, hey, we've been to their facilities. It gets crazy, guys. Anyways, HyperMining. They have, according to their plan, Filecoin mining, Bitcoin mining, Ethereum mining. Why did they launch it? Okay. Now, I've been reviewing these type of platforms since 2017. I've been doing reviews in general since 2013. I've been in the MLM industry since the late 80s. Half of the people that are in MLM today weren't born when I used to sponsor and recruit people back in the 80s. Why am I sharing that with you? Because I've seen a lot of people, companies, platforms, systems, leaders even, come and go in this industry, okay? Now, whenever a program and company decides to make something like a different product, yes, they did have it on their website, HyperMining, but they only started, emphasizing and really pushing traffic and promotion into HyperMining in the last week. Okay, so why would a company come out with a new product? They had the wording HyperMining on their website for a long time. They've got HyperTalk, HPX, HyperNews, HyperMall, HyperShow. What this is are backup plans, okay? And why would they have a backup plan? So in all of my years of reviewing these type of platforms, company owners come up with a new idea. It's only when network marketing recruitment starts drying up. Now, don't get me wrong, there are still a lot of people joining Hyperfund every single day, holding and keeping their fingers crossed, okay? But the amount of numbers compared to the amount of people promoting it are seeming to catch up, okay? So in a nutshell, recruitment is down compared to the amount of people that need to come into this platform and keep coming into this platform to keep it up and running. Now, at the beginning of this video, I talked about all the different, pretty well, smoke and mirror show you can find here, and they're not showing any proof of anything, as is with the case here with mining facilities, photoshopping your name on mining rigs, meaning stock images that they found online, is, it's like a last resort attempt in resurrecting a company, trying to keep it afloat for a little while longer, okay? So they're not showing any proof of anything other than network marketing recruitment. Okay, now they're promising unsustainable ROI to get people into the deal, and most people are like, hey, we'll give it a chance. But at the end of the day, the great majority of people understand that it's a Ponzi scheme. I was even having a conversation. I did a coaching call today with one of my new business partners on my team, and she was telling me she had a friend. I can't remember what part of the world it was. That's not important. But her friend was older in age than she was, and she said her friend was very educated, and she said she felt disappointed that her friend thought and believed that Hyperfund is legit 100%. And then we had a conversation. And I said, your friend is very educated, and your friend is trying to do what? Trying to get you to get started with Hyperfund through your referral link. And when I looked back at the Hyperfund compensation plan, what did they pay out for level 1 commissions? It was 20%. I said, your friend knows absolutely 100% what she's doing. She's trying to recruit you. She's not stupid. She knows it's a Ponzi scheme, but it pays out very well for affiliates and the network marketers promoting the scheme. So your friend is just pretending that she thinks it's legit. The only people that can make money with a scam, guys, are the people that 100% know it's a scam. I'm sure there's, one or two Tom, Dick, and Harrys out there, or three, right, that truly believe that Hyperfund is the holy grail of, passive investment opportunities. But in truth, it's not. Now, I'm going to close off with, let me just type this in here. HyperFund FCA Now, there is a fraud warning on Hyperfund, and the affiliates are getting angry. They're angry because Hyperfund got a fraud warning from the UK security regulator. Why? Because they're not legitimately set up in the UK. And what do people of the UK are telling other people? They're telling, hey, you can get in and it's an investment opportunity. It's 100% legit. And when people check it out, they're like, oh my God, they're not registered. And then they report to Big Brother, meaning the FCA regulator. But what does the FCA regulator do? They don't really take things that serious. I don't even think they get out of their seats for this, right? At their desks, at their office. For the website, they put the Hyperfund online. We go there, and it's just an affiliate. Probably it's offline now. I'm going to guess it may not even load. Instead of putting this website, thehyperfund.com, these lazy kumquats down at the FCA, lazy bastards, I don't even know, they're probably secretly investing in Ponzi scheme, hoping that they're going to, fire their bosses. But I'm just trying to show you the ignorance and laziness with the security regulators, they themselves. They put a little slap on the wrist, but what needs to stand out here is they did indeed get a fraud warning from the FCA, right? And what's this going to do? Well, it's going to prompt the admins from Hyperfund to create different avenues. So at the end of the day, what am I saying, guys? Why create fake mining stories and fake mining facilities and post and paste your name on them? It's because the network marketing recruitment is slowing down. Yes, there are still tons of people joining, but compared to the tons of members promoting, they want to make sure that they keep this thing going. Not because they love you, they love them, right? They get the network marketers to promote and get the people to invest, and it makes money for the Hyperfund and HyperTech group admins. End of story. Very simple idea. Come up with HyperMining, even though it's fake. Network marketers are going to push it. Going to get more ka-ching from the already existing database of customers. End of story. End of story. So at the end of the day, guys, eventually what's going to happen is you're going to get more Hyperfund fraud warnings from other regulators in the world, and it's going to slow down the recruitment even more, because investors are going to come and say, it looks like they're getting fraud warnings, so it looks like it might have a little too much risk for me here today. And what do? They'll go out and find another Ponzi to invest in that they deem has less risk. Okay, so that is in a nutshell why the Hyperfund and HyperTech groups created the fake idea of fake mining facilities to already capitalize on the already existing database of investors and customers. It's a way to make more money from the people who have already shelled out money, because at the end of the day, you may get a Tom, Dick, or Harry who says, holy smokes, it looks legit, I'm gonna get rich and I'm gonna invest even more into the deal, even though I already did. Okay, so this concludes my Hyperfund update, my Hyperfund review, and my Hyperfund video on the fake Hyperfund mining facilities. Thank you for joining me here today. If you didn't already subscribe, make sure to do so. Also, click on that bell notification icon. That way you won't miss out. If you're finally ready to start making a long-term sustainable income, meaning that you're tired of exit scam guys, get access to my #1 recommended opportunity right underneath this video. First link in the description. Something set up for the long term. Learn traffic, keep sending traffic to it. We can also teach you how to generate your own free traffic and some pretty good training, as well as if you wanted to just buy traffic, right? I've got affiliates on my own team that join through my affiliate link who are just buying traffic, and 100% they are making money. No load of bunk, 100% true. Okay, had a coaching call I did with one of them just today. Traffic does work, the system does work, and it's set up for the long term. And those of you who've already, trying to get people into your deals, some of you might be even promoting Hyperfund, right? But without traffic, right, there's only X amount of people that you can actually recruit. Some of you guys are, building a list of warm market friends and family. But any network marketing company knows that at the end of the day, you can only get like 1, 2, maybe 3 at the most for an average person. If you don't have any marketing skills yet, you need to plug into some traffic. Without traffic, your earning potential is dead in the water, right? That's how I make money online, and I don't call a single soul. People ask me, like, they have some people who will ask me 10,000 questions. Hey, Rory, get a Zoom. Please do a Zoom. I've got a doctor. It keeps asking me to go and do it. I'm like, no, there's a video set up, and I just send traffic, and I don't want to go and do all that stuff. Just send traffic to a system that's set up for the long term, and you don't got to call anyone unless you like doing that. Some people like to. I don't care to. I'll talk, to team members after they spent money. If they're truly serious and they actually, are wanting to change their life, then I will invest my time. But before that, you don't want to just spend all of your time answering questions to, what I found personally is the people that keep asking me questions, they never do anything. I've got people like emailing me questions all the time, who are, receiving my email follow-up autoresponders. And half of the time I don't answer. I just ignore it, because in the past I've learned you keep answering their questions, those people don't do anything. You promote a low ticket offer on the front end. You have a video sales letter that is proven to convert for X amount of members company-wide, and it has, higher buy-ins, higher level products that are optional that can make you bigger income on the back end, and even multiple income streams. And you just keep sending traffic to it, and you don't got to talk to a single soul. And you could be on the beaches of the world, posting a picture with your husband, with your wife, with your kids, if you have any, with your dog even, sipping out of coconuts, enjoying life. And believe it or not, when I was new, I'll tell you something. Back in 2007, I was at a resort in Florida. It wasn't even like overseas, away from North America. I was just at Orlando. Was it Orlando Sunshine Resort? No, I went there another time. It was at a resort in Florida. I can't remember which one. Bahama Bay Resort in Orlando, Florida. And I had an AWeber autoresponder service back then, and I was taking, I didn't have a job. I was just making money online. Right now I don't have a job, and it's just beautiful. You don't have to wake up in the morning and go to work, and that's what most of you want. But you have to plug into something long-term sustainable so you keep making money, right? But anyways, long story short, I was going to the pool, not even the beach, with my 2 sons. They were like, one was 5, the other one was like 3 years old. And I just sent a broadcast out, and it was lifestyle marketing, broadcast out to my list back then. And I said, hey, I'm just at the resort here at Bahama Bay Resort in Florida. And I put a picture of the pool with the kids playing in the pool. I'm at the pool here. Sent broadcast, click go. This is the type of lifestyle. And bada bing, bada boom. When I got back to my room, it wasn't even a room. We had a whole suite, 3-bedroom suite that we were staying at. It's like a condo. And checked my email, new member, and then she even contacted me, and she was in Afghanistan. I mean, this is the power of marketing. If you find something legit and set up for the long term. And she actually said, hey, Rory, wow, you look like you have an awesome lifestyle. And I really would like a lifestyle like that, right? And that's what most of you guys want to do. You want to end up doing lifestyle marketing. But that's what I'm trying to say. You got to promote stuff that's going to give you an opportunity that's set up for the long term so you can pay your dues. There are no shortcuts. You see the heavy hitters still doing it on Facebook. Here, look at me. I'm eating my steak at the restaurant and I don't have a job. And they make more money doing it. But you can't just fake it and do it, right? It has to be real because everyone that you are connecting with, they can feel you vibrationally. So even though some of you might be wondering what I'm telling you, if it's true, most of you are going to know because vibrationally we are connected. You know what I'm telling you is true. And from that little broadcast that I did with that little lifestyle marketing story back in 2007, I had an active duty U.S. military personnel got started with me when she was in Afghanistan. She actually is from California. And she said, hey, I joined, but I didn't upgrade to all of the products. And it turned out to be a $15,000 story for me. Okay, she actually followed through. She was in the military, and she was serious. When she came, she said, I'm going to have some R&R. I'm going to go back to the States. And this was all while there was a war going on in Afghanistan. Her base was getting hammered while she was reaching out to me to change her lifestyle. I think that was an awesome story. So a lot of you guys want to get to the point where you're sipping out of coconuts, you're living the lifestyle, you're going on family vacations, and you're posting a couple pictures on Facebook because they're real and they're not bullshit, and you're making more money. That is the Midas touch, and that is what most of you guys want. And without highly converting traffic, your business and earning potential is zero. It all starts with traffic, and it all starts with a powerful system that's set up for the long term. Not something that's going to exit scam in 6 months down the road, and then you got to call all your buddies again and try and get them on board to something else. Rule number 1 in business, if you want to see the results for yourself, go out there and put some skin in the game, roll up your sleeves, and be willing to work for your results. Whether you buy traffic or whether you funnel free traffic. Don't look for something that has potential, low-hanging fruit. There is no such thing as low-hanging fruit. The only low-hanging fruit is your skill set, right, that you are willing to learn and experience and get for yourself. Eventually, you learn this marketing, you'll be able to write your own ticket for the rest of your life. Anyways, thank you for watching my video. I will see you on the next one. Take care.